Ever wondered how to make the perfect pasta dish at home? Picture a plate of delicious, steamy pasta, perfectly cooked, draped in a mouth-watering sauce. A universal comfort food, pasta has charmed taste buds across the globe. From Italy's rustic kitchens to the high-end restaurants of New York, its appeal is truly universal. It's not just a dish, it's a culinary adventure. And the best part? You can embark on this pasta quest right from your kitchen. Well, wonder no more. Here's the secret to making the perfect pasta dish at home. Every masterpiece starts with the right ingredients. For our perfect pasta dish, we need a few simple but high-quality components. First, we need pasta. Your choice, but for this, we're going with spaghetti. Remember, the best pasta is often found not in the supermarket aisle, but in your local Italian deli. Next, we need ripe plum tomatoes. They provide the perfect balance of sweetness and acidity for our sauce. Then, fresh basil and garlic, for their unmistakable flavors that really bring the dish to life. Don't forget about high-quality extra virgin olive oil. It's the secret weapon in many Italian dishes. We'll also need some freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, not to be confused with regular Parmesan. It's richer and nuttier and will elevate the dish to new heights. Lastly, we'll need sea salt and freshly ground black pepper for seasoning. With these ingredients ready, you're one step closer to the perfect pasta dish. Now, it's time to dive into the heart of the process, cooking the pasta. This is where the magic really happens, where our simple ingredients transform into something truly delightful. Let's start with boiling the water. It might seem like a no-brainer, but the truth is, there's an art to it. Fill a large pot with water, allowing plenty of room for the pasta to move around. This isn't just about avoiding a boil-over. Giving your pasta space to swim prevents it from sticking together. Now, on to the next crucial step, salting the water. Some might say it's optional, but in the quest for perfect pasta, it's a step you don't want to skip. When the water is boiling, add a generous amount of salt. The salt enhances the pasta's natural flavor, making every bite more satisfying. It's like the difference between an empty canvas and a masterpiece. Both are beautiful, but one tells a more vivid story. Once the water is seasoned and boiling, it's time to add the pasta. Stir it gently to make sure it doesn't stick. Keep in mind, not all pasta cooks at the same rate. Thin pasta like spaghetti will cook quicker than a thick one like rigatoni. So always check the cooking instructions on the package. Here's where we need to be vigilant. Overcooking the pasta is a cardinal sin in the world of culinary arts. We want our pasta al dente, meaning it should be firm when bitten, not soft and mushy. To check, simply take a piece and taste it. It should offer a slight resistance to your bite, a sign that it's perfectly cooked. Once your pasta is al dente, drain it immediately. Don't rinse it, as we want to keep the starchy coating. It helps the sauce cling better. And if you're not using it right away, toss it with a little olive oil to prevent sticking. And there you have it, the secret to preparing perfect pasta. It's a simple process, but each step is essential, each decision crucial. Remember, the key to perfect pasta is to cook it al dente, firm to the bite. What's pasta without a delicious sauce to accompany it? Pasta and sauce are like two peas in a pod, one incomplete without the other. Today, we're diving into the art of making a simple yet flavorful pasta sauce that will elevate your dish to new heights. Every great sauce starts with a foundation, and in this case, it's the holy trinity of Italian cooking: onions, garlic, and tomatoes. Sautéed together until they're just tender, these three ingredients form the base of our sauce. But let's not forget the importance of seasoning. A generous pinch of salt, a few grinds of pepper, and a sprinkle of crushed red pepper flakes give the sauce a kick of heat. Now, onto the star of the show, the tomatoes. Fresh or canned, they both work well, but make sure they're of good quality. The tomatoes are simmered until they break down and meld with the other ingredients, creating a rich and robust sauce. But a sauce isn't just about the ingredients, it's also about balance. Sweetness from the tomatoes, heat from the pepper flakes, and acidity from a splash of good quality vinegar or wine. The magic lies in tweaking these elements to suit your palate. Remember, cooking is not a rigid science, it's an art, and you're the artist. Once you've achieved that perfect balance, it's time to let the sauce simmer. This is where the flavors truly develop. The heat slowly coaxes out the depth and complexity of the ingredients, turning them into a sauce that's more than the sum of its parts. Here's a little secret. Add a knob of butter at the end. It lends a velvety finish to the sauce, making it even more irresistible. And there you have it, a simple yet flavorful pasta sauce, ready to be tossed with your perfectly cooked pasta. The process may seem time-consuming, but trust me, It's worth every minute. The flavors that develop during the simmering process cannot be rushed. Patience, my friends, is the key here. A good sauce needs time to develop its flavors. So, take your time, stir occasionally, and let the sauce do its magic. It's a labor of love, after all. Patience is the key here. A good sauce needs time to develop its flavors. Now it's time to marry the pasta and the sauce. This is where the magic happens. The union of the pasta and the sauce is not just about mixing two elements. It's a dance, a delicate balance of flavors, textures, and colors. Begin by adding the pasta directly into the pan with the sauce. That's right, no need for draining. This approach allows the pasta to absorb and carry the flavor of the sauce into every bite. Now remember that pasta water we saved? It's time to bring it into play. The starchy water is the secret ingredient to adjust the consistency of the sauce. Add it gradually, stirring as you go, until you reach the desired thickness. This will give your dish that restaurant-quality gloss and bind the sauce to the pasta beautifully. Keep the heat on low as you mix everything together. This will ensure that the pasta doesn't overcook and the sauce doesn't dry out. And voila! You have just created the perfect pasta dish at home. Let's quickly recap the journey to the perfect pasta dish. It starts with choosing the right ingredients. Quality matters. Then, cooking the pasta al dente, because texture is key. Next up, we make a flavorful sauce, where balance is crucial. Finally, we properly combine pasta and sauce, marrying them together for an explosion of flavor. This culinary adventure is a reminder of the art that is pasta making. Remember these tips, and you're always minutes away from a delicious pasta dish. Bon appetit!